mathematics practice. Counting, combining, communication, and thinking are about to begin. Winter is one of my favorite seasons. I see math opportunities everywhere. How about you? Let's explore some creative ways to create authentic early math experiences through playful interactions and purposeful conversations through the seasonal items in books of winter. That way, young children will have strong mathematical foundations to build upon. After reading the biggest, best Snowman book, you may begin noticing opportunities for mathematical conversations and purposeful questions in your environment. Start with, what do you notice about this snowman? Pause the video and talk about what you see with your children. I see 2 different sizes of snowballs. 1 hat. I see 2 buttons, 2 branches for arms. I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pieces of coal for the mouth. I see 1, 2, 3 berries in the hat. Through this and other authentic activities in this video, children will develop an understanding of beginning number concepts, including meaningful and purposeful counting and number combinations. Families with young children are encouraged to spend a great deal of time exploring, understanding, touching, writing, and talking about numbers to just 5. Yes, only the numerals to 5. Beginning number concepts are much more complex than most parents, guardians, and caregivers realize. Give your child time to master these numbers before moving on to the numerals 6 through 10. Children need lots of experience counting real objects before they can internalize the concept of a number. Only then can we make sense of a picture of 3 objects, and finally, the numeral 3. When we rush children to the abstract, we deprive them of powerful learning experiences. It is critical for parents and caregivers to remember that numerals are abstract. A 3 is nothing more than a squiggle to an early learner. Children may be able to count 1, 2, 3, or even to 100 or more, but that does not necessarily mean they truly understand the concept of 3 or any of the other numbers they may impressively recite. According to Kathy Richardson, beginning number concepts involve much more than rote memorization of words and symbols. We need to know if children can use counting and make sense of numbers in a variety of settings. As your children walk down this row of park benches and it begins snowing, do you hear them counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 as they rub the snow off of each bench? The goal of our face-to-face workshops, virtual sessions, and University of Family Learning online videos are to emphasize natural, authentic, and meaningful family learning opportunities. I love making and decorating cookies in the winter. How about you? How many cookies do you see on my plate? Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Flexible thinking is our ultimate goal. As children mathematically develop, you'll begin to hear them mention number combinations. Maybe you heard your child immediately say, "I see 5 cookies." Stretch the conversation by asking, "How do you know it was 5?" Your child may say, "I see 4 cookies on the bottom and 1 cookie on top, and I know that makes 5. Or, "I see 3 hearts and 2 snowflakes, and I know that makes 5. Parents and guardians need to focus on listening to the children, explain their thinking and problem-solving strategies. Have you ever snuggled up to read a book that made you want some cookies? If you give a mouse a cookie, does that to me every time. Now let's create some warm chocolate chip cookies. Adults watching, please draw 5 circles on a piece of paper or you can even use paper plates. These will be your child's pretend cookies. Then draw chocolate chip cookies. On the first cookie, draw 1 chocolate chip. On the second cookie, draw 2 chocolate chips. On the third cookie, draw 3 chocolate chips, and so on. Arrange the chocolate chips in a die or domino pattern. Then quickly hold up the cookie and see if your child can immediately recognize the amount of chocolate chips. If not, say, "Help me count them." Pause the video and try this now. Adults watching, please draw another 5 circles on a piece of paper, or you can use paper plates. These will be your child's pretend cookies. Write the numeral on each cookie. Repeat this process with all 5 cookies. Now you can play a matching or concentration game with the chocolate chip cookies and the numerals. Mix them up and turn them all face down. Player 1 picks up 2 cookies and sees if the numeral and the quantity of chocolate chips match. Gingerbread stories and cookies are another wintertime favorite. Decorating them together as a family could yield some precious memories and valuable learning opportunities. What do you notice about these gingerbread creations? I want to hear you talk like a mathematician. Pause the video and take a minute to listen to your child's responses. This will give you an idea about which numbers need to be practiced and which are easily recognized. The kitchen is a great place to explore math indoors. Pictured here are some common materials families can work on developing essential mathematical concepts like counting, combinations, comparing, and even patterns. Math can be everywhere. Animals in winter can spur a lot of questions and conversations. Take a look at the birds and tell me what you notice. "I see 5 birds," your child says. Respond by saying, "Tell me more," or "How do you know that there are 5?" Your child may respond, "I counted them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. As children develop, they may say, "I see 2 in the snow and 3 flying off. 2 and 3 make 5. What is your child's favorite winter animal? I have always liked watching movies and reading books about penguins. They help build my vocabulary and mathematical skills. What do you notice? I notice 2 beaks, 4 webbed feet, 4 wings that are like flippers. Maybe your family will visit Mount Charleston and touch some snow this winter. In the meantime, we can play with pretend snow at home or on the go. Let's use some cotton balls to play a matching game with numerals. Use the cotton balls to match the numeral written on each cookie. If I have the numeral 2, then I match the 2 cotton balls. Those cotton balls, or yummy marshmallows, could also be used to race and fill a cup. This is a partner game. Each player has a cup or mug. Mix and stack all of the pretend cookies we previously made. Player 1 pulls a cookie and counts the number of chocolate chips or reads the numeral aloud. Then player 1 counts that many cotton balls or marshmallows to put in the cup. Player 2 pulls a different cookie and counts the number of chocolate chips or reads the numeral aloud while filling the cup with cotton balls. The first player to fill their cup is the winner. We can provide the right kinds of experiences to support children's developing understanding on the go, too. As you drive through a winter light display, ask, "What do you notice when you look at these winter lights?" Yes, there are 1, 2, 3 lights on this pole. Did you notice 1 is blue and 2 are orange? 1 and 2 make 3. Did you notice 1 up high and 2 down low? We know that there isn't much snow down in the valley, and some families prefer to travel to the beach and warm tropical destinations for the winter. You can keep children interested simply by counting and hiding seashells. Say to your child, "How many seashells do I have?" 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now close your eyes while I hide some in my hands. Then say, "Peek." Ask, "How many am I hiding?" Then your child can instantly recognize the quantity or point to each of the seashells and count them to see how many were hidden. Repeat this activity of hiding seashells. Also, have your child write the quantity of seashells that were hidden in the sand. Touching, drawing, and writing mathematics are brain-friendly mathematical practice. The National Council of Teachers of Mathematics created online interactives that utilize the questions I mentioned before to supplement hands-on practice. It's best played on a computer or tablet. How many? Identify how many items or empty squares there are. Build. Drag a certain number of items to the frame. Fill. Determine how many items are needed to fill the remaining squares. In addition to online practice, you can access tips and activities on your phone. Bright by Text is a free service and fun to use on the go.